for the break in transmission. One of my guys was scratching his somewhere, and it happened. We are sorry about that one. As I was saying, today we're going to do a recap of the ABCs of love and marriage, and then today I'm going to have some guests, some of the members of the community. ENCORE is becoming a community, and some of the members of the community we have invited to join us so that they will tell us what their experience have been, what their favorite words were. And I would include some of members of my team. I've told them, but they do not know exactly who I'll bring, apart from two people who I've mentioned. The others think they will get away with it, including one who poorly dressed today, knowing that when he gets poorly dressed, he will not go on air, but he lies bad. He's going to go on air like he's never been on air. Well, before I go on to the recap, let me say that my next play is almost ready. The working title is Special Delivery, and it will open to the public on the 31st of this month at the National Theatre. It will run 31st of this month and then 1st of April. So if you watch the festival and you've become part of that community, then this is information to you that the quarterly AGM is on. So get ready, and then we'll see you at the National Theatre on the 31st of this month of March and the 1st of April. Well, this platform has been a big blessing to me. A blessing because when we started this, my team will tell you, I hesitated to do this. I hesitated to do this because I am not the perfect husband. And so to take it upon yourself to educate and to teach and to share about love and marriage and things like that was rather too much of an ask. But constantly and regularly, there were things that came up that showed that even if I did not have anything to share with you, just my mistakes, just my experiences would still be useful. And that is what I set out to do. So I stand before you not as a man who has got it all made. I am still very much a work in progress. And this platform, and especially the ABCs of love, helped me a lot. Because whatever I put out, I now work to make sure that it became part of me. It also helped that my wife was always listening. So I go home, and then both of us now have a challenge. What we have said must be true of our marriage. And because of that, our marriage has improved tremendously. It's difficult for some of you to imagine that a 35-year-old marriage can improve, but it has improved in all kinds of areas. Yes, including the one you are thinking about. That one too has improved. But the bigger blessing for me is the knowledge, the exposure I have had doing this, because I did not have a notebook full of these things. Every week I researched. Every letter we got to, I researched and got into the words that start with that letter. And it has been very, very rewarding, and I just wanted you to know that. So I would like to say thank you to everybody who has stayed with us. Some of you came somewhere along the line, but I'm sure that you've gone back and tried to get the whole thing. But for every one of you, those who started with us, those who caught us halfway, you are welcome. I appreciate you very much. Now, there's a question I'm going to ask everybody. What was your favorite word in this? So let me share with you a few of my favorite words. When you've done this for 26 weeks, it becomes very difficult to pick and choose. But there are a few that stands out. Commitment, like a C word, where I said marriage is 1% love and 99% commitment. And I think that is a very important thing. Then D word, when I said darling, when you call somebody darling, what you are saying is that darling is as darling does. So I call you darling for two reasons: that you are valuable to me, you are precious to me. But I'm also saying it to mean that you are attractive to me. So when I call you, hi, darling, I am saying that I love you, but I'm also saying that make sure I'll continue loving you. In other words, do the things that made me attractive to me. Now, then we go on to some other emotional. I said emotional. The currency of marriage is emotions. So if you are not comfortable with emotions, then stick to playing soccer, because this marriage will give you quite a lot of emotions. We talked about foreplay, and I said foreplay starts outside the bedroom, and it begins with affection. Let me go on. Then we talked about grooming, and I said that if you don't take your grooming seriously, you are saying to your partner that you don't care about him or her, and that you don't care about the relationship. If you care about the relationship, you make the effort to groom yourself well. And then do you remember that I spelled husband? I spelled husband, and I said the H in husband stands for honor, and you honor God, you honor yourself, you honor your wife, you honor your in-laws, you honor all those who are witnesses to the marriage. The U stands for ultimate. You must be the ultimate lover, the ultimate companion, the ultimate admirer, and the ultimate protector. The S stands for spouse. And I said, it looks like you don't need to say that, but we need to remind people that if you say you are a husband, it means you are taken. You are not out there on the field. So stop operating like somebody who is free and is still looking. The B for blessings, because the limitations, what we think are the limitations of marriage, is your blessing. It saves you from a lot. The A for adults, and I made a distinction between the adult and a boy, a man and a boy. Boys are always about sexual adventures. A man knows that sexual adventure is not the way to go. The N for noble, noble meaning having admirable qualities, and the D for divine, acknowledging that the title husband is God's title. So we've had fun with these things. One of the words that I think got your attention was the word kiss. When we got to the K word, where I said, for me, this is kiss. The K for kindness, the I for is, the S, the first S for seriously, and the second one for sexy. So kindness is seriously sexy. Kindness is seriously sexy. When you are kind to anyone, especially a member of the opposite sex, you become very, very sexy. Libido, there was something about libido that hit, and I hope it hit you too, that men hit the peak of their libido, of their desire for sex in their teens. Women in their 30s. God must have a sense of humor, truly. I mean, if you look at the disparity, wow. And then I defined man. We said man, the letters of the man, M for mastery, mastery over yourself, over your talents, over your environment, over your relationship. The A for adult, and I've explained adult already. N for noble, again, possessing admirable qualities. Let's go on to, I said, marriage, take life as a desert. Marriage or a love relationship then become the oasis of this world. And oasis, I said, comprises of O for openness, A for acceptance, S for security, I for intimacy, and S for support. That's your oasis. We talked about patience. We said you need 4 kinds of patience. Patience with yourself, patience with your partner, patience with your relationship, and patience with the children. Then it got a little bit more interesting. We did a SWOT analysis of a relationship. I'd like you to go over it. And then we actually did some tips for sex. I hope you've applied them, and I hope it works for you. And the person laughing, one of my team members is laughing, but she's the one who should not be having sex at this time of her life. Unfortunately, she seems to have enjoyed it more than all the others.
Those 3 billion.
Then when we got to Vin, I talked about Vin. Love is a verb. Love is a verb. It's a doing word. So love is as love does. We talked about the power of vulnerability and all that. Then we went over one of my favorite, when I say I am a wife, what am I saying? And that was interesting. We said, when I say I'm a wife, I'm saying I'm wise, worthy of love, worthy of trust, worthy of responsibility. The I, it says, I am involved in your life. Another I want to idolize you. Every woman wants to idolize her husband. And I am an individual. In other words, my life is fuller with you, but without you in my life will not be empty. And then another I am an incubator. Nothing you give me will come out the same. Then the F, I am faithful. F, faithful. I am fun-loving, and I am fire. In other words, I can be useful and warm you, or I can burn you. And then E, I will enrich your life. I am emotional. I am enchanting. I am erotic. Erotic. So don't call me a wife when you are not going to do some things in the bedroom. Don't come and say, let us pray. No. When we are married, prayer is a very different thing. And then I put it all together and said, wife is wonderful if faithfully embraced. Wonderful if faithfully embraced. Then we went on to the other. So that's been the fun we've had so far. It's been a 26-week journey. And I've been blessed. I hope you've been blessed. And then right now what I'll say is that send me your comments. What helped you? Which of the words has been a blessing to you? So send it right now. Don't wait for us to go on the break. Just send it. We'll acknowledge it as it comes in. Which words have helped you? Which principles have helped you enrich your life, enrich your relationship? Now we'll take a short break, and when we come back, I'm going to introduce to you 2 of my guests. I'm going to have 3 sets of guests, 2 at a time. And please don't go away. I'll be back.
Honey, I have laid the bed. Baby, Amadi, tomorrow I have a meeting. I have a business meeting tomorrow.
Sir? Oh, sweetheart. Here, take this.
Get the best-selling novels, The Deal, and Perfect Couple by Uncle WHYTE at 40 Ghana cedis each. Available at all Shell shops, selected bookshops, and total filling stations. For inquiries, call 050-554-6010 or WhatsApp 050-554-6030 for your copies.
Well, thank you very much for staying with us. And now I'm going to make you meet the first 2 of the guests I have. One of them, not quite a guest because he's part of us. But this is a lady I have looked forward to meeting. She's been a part of our online community, very, very active, very, very vocal. She combines both peppering them and sugaring them and buttering them and everything. So the lady who goes by the name Kudiratu Lawal. Most of you will know her as yes. So that's Kudi Lawal, and then next to her is Kabute, looking very innocent, looking like a good boy, but not quite there yet. But camera does fantastic things to people. All right. So, Kudi, you are welcome.
Thank you, Uncle.
Give us your impression of the series as you followed it.
For me, it has done a lot. I was telling your guy when he was picking me up that your show helped me to get out of a very unnecessary relationship that I was in. I remember one of the sessions you were speaking on some of the negatives in relationships.
Yes.
And I called and asked the question, and you were like, Aramide Lawa, you are not in a relationship. And it was a slap in my face, but then it was everything that I needed to know. So, yeah, for me, you've helped me out a lot. You have no idea.
And which has been your favorite word?
My favorite word was zip.
Oh, okay. The thing to zip.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah,
Okay.
For me personally, I need to zip my mouth a bit.
Okay.
Because I'm very emotional, so sometimes like things come out and sometimes you end up regretting stuff.
That's right.
So the zip was more for me. And then I remember one of your words, commitment.
Yes.
You said that we should be committed to ourselves
First. Yes.
To do anything possible that would make sure the relationship would work.
Yeah.
So if you're doing your part, it makes it more easier for things to flow.
Kote?
Yes, sir.
What has been the journey? What has the journey been like for you?
Well, I think that as we went along, one of the things that kept hitting my mind was the fact that it is actually possible. It is possible to have a flourishing relationship and to sustain it over the long haul. And the fact that you have patches and issues here and there does not necessarily mean that it's not possible to achieve that. And then I also realized that you don't know it all. Because a lot of the things that you drew attention to and you brought out they seem like everyday regular things, but then somehow you don't avert your mind to it, but you presented them in ways that it was just easy to connect to. It was easy to assure yourself that it can be done. It doesn't require some supernatural, ability to make it work. In terms of specifics of some of the words that touched me, the first one was money.
Okay.
Yes, the first one was money. In this our modern day life, it's very easy for your whole life to become about money.
Yes.
And relegating your relationship. And yet that same money also has a huge part to play in sustaining the relationship for both parties. And so that was huge for me. The second one that was very exciting and was really tickled a lot of conversation at home was, are you romantic? One of the first tests that we did, are you romantic? And on face value, if somebody asked me, are you romantic?
I would have,
chest out, just boldly said yes. But then as you went through the questions and the test for it, I realized that the definition of romantic is not just, going for the jugular and then that's about it, but it's really a day-to-day, moment by moment experience, and it just changed the whole thing in my mind, and for me those were some of the two.
So what kind of husband have you become? Your wife is watching.
Oh yes, she is. I've become a more open husband.
Okay.
I've become a more open husband. I've become a husband who looks at things a bit more from my wife's perspective before I arrive at a conclusion, other than at just my own perspective, because I realize that the difference in our gender is such a significant one.
It is.
And if you take it for granted that I'm a man, she's a woman, and that's about it. And so it's brought a lot more sincerity, I think, to our relationship, in that you are looking at things from the other person's point of view and allowing it to influence, how you arrive at things. So it's honestly been a good journey. Yes.
Kudi, what kind of woman have you become?
That's kind of a tough question. Like I said, I'm trying very hard, very, very hard to work on the give a man a space thing that you said. Because that's very hard for most of us.
Yes, it is.
Yes,
it's
very,
because
very hard.
You do not understand how much you gain if you gave him that.
Yeah, but
you may lose him for 30 minutes, but
that really hit me hard. So
you get him for the rest of the evening.
I'm trying. I'm working on it.
Okay.
I'm not perfect, but I'm working on it.
No, none of us is. None of us is, and none of us would ever be. The day you become perfect, that will maybe the end. So, what would you want? What would you want us to do next on this platform?
Share boys.
Is there a particular topic you wish we could address?
Yes.
Which one?
Sex.
Okay.
Because I found out that most men find it very hard to discuss, like, how they want sex to be like in a relationship. For us women, it's easier for us to say, well, I like this and I like that. But for men, it's very hard.
Yeah, that's why we have sex.
Yes. I think sex needs to be.
That's why a lot of men put off the lights when they are having
yes.
sex. They don't even.
Some people don't know how to talk about
the
sex in their relationship. It's like a taboo topic for some people. So
yeah, and especially for us in Ghana, I think it is even worse. And more if a woman brings it up, then it's like, hey, I say. But no one say. If your wife likes talking about sex, you are blessed. And you should go to church and give an offering. Because what topic would you want us to see as
dealing with the other stakeholders, dealing with in-laws, dealing with exes. These are two things that
exes are not stakeholders. In-laws, yes.
Well, okay, yes. Or let me say third parties.
Come again.
Exes are stakeholders.
The step ones.
Okay. Oh, the person who sent us that bit about step. They say, I think we should invite the person to join us.
No, he was
the step boyfriend.
Yes. Dealing with in-laws.
Okay.
I realized going through the experiences that it came up ever so often about the role in-laws play and the different dynamics that influence the relationship between the party and the in-laws. And I thought that it would be good to go there.
All right then. Thank you very much, Kudiratu. Lawal and Kawite.
You're able to pronounce it without biting your tongue.
It is not the biting the tongue that I fear. It is a conversion of certain letters. that is the issue. So we'll thank the two of them. They will take leave of us, but I'm bringing some two other people. When we come back, I'll introduce them to you. So, and please don't go away.
Thought-provoking, motivational, inspirational, attitude, values, faith, soul-inspiring content, value for money. New Look, the magazine that reports on our values, attitudes, and faith for discerning people. Roper Report Monthly Magazine. Your copies from all Shell shops, Total shops, and the supermarket near you. Or call 0302-231188 for subscription.
Well, thank you very much for staying with us and welcome back. And I'm joined by two beautiful ladies. One of whom is a daughter I met today, and I'm so happy to meet her. And then the other is a daughter who has been bothering me for some time. So she's Ofie Nimpa, as we say here. So to my immediate left is Rosemary Ahin, or Equia, which is a name that is comfortable for me. So. Equia has been a part of the community, online community, and we thought on this day she could join us and participate in this discussion. So Equia, you are welcome.
Thank you.
And then the other one is the Abobibekawa Ofrawuntuma kind of person. Abizi,
Uncle.
They hear your voice, they don't always see you. So Abizi, it's good to have you on camera.
Thank you.
You tried to avoid it, but today you couldn't avoid it. And actually, with your kind of Abiziga is looking good with the. She doesn't always present herself here that much because she knows you'll not be on camera. I'll let Kwamina come on air later, so you see Kwamina's dress, and then that is the default way my people dress. So Kwamina, stand by. Don't let anything go wrong with the camera because if you let it go, we'll use candles. Equia, what has the journey been like to you? Did you follow it from the beginning?
No, I started from O.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
And I would say I'm not yet married.
Okay.
In a relationship, and I've been this kind of person. I always complain, but following from O, I started learning something. I always talk.
Okay.
Anything that happens, I talk. Even if there's an ant on the bed, I talk.
All right.
Yes, but following it and then the vexation, that was my special word.
Okay.
It made me understand that you don't always have to talk about something. And then the zip, you don't always have to talk about it. You have to let things go. And last week, when I sent my question, actually I was in the fight. Like, I didn't know what I was just kind of disturbed because he doesn't want to reply my message. He doesn't really care.
Okay.
When you told me I should keep on like telling him I'm sorry, I was like, let me give it a try. And we are like better than at first.
Okay. Okay, but it's still work in progress.
Work in progress.
Yeah. That's very good. Abizi,
Uncle.
the journey.
Uncle, I followed from A.
Yes.
A, yes. A, B, all the way to C. I kind of didn't have a choice.
Okay, yeah, you didn't, yeah.
But sincerely speaking, there is no day that I didn't have a good time. Not necessarily, I don't have a favorite topic. I don't have a favorite word. But every day there was something that would bring out the woman feature about us. Either we are easily getting angry that he doesn't want to spend time with us and he would prefer having his space, or the trying so hard not to talk, like you said, or just being yourself. You know, Uncle, sometimes you have had your hair done, and then he's not saying anything.
Yeah.
Uncle, that one too, maybe you took the only money in your mobile money account.
Yeah.
You did it.
Yeah.
And then you begin to think, okay, I'm not going to say a word.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say a word.
By it's eating you.
By
it's eating you.
It's eating you. Or you for Uncle, I love to cook. Or you cook a meal.
Yeah.
And then he goes, Charlie, food day, make it chop. And he goes like, I'm not hungry. I'm like, Uncle says you have to be romantic. You have to at least taste the food.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not really hungry. I'm like, Uncle. Then you feel as if you're the only person in the relationship pulling your weight.
Yeah.
But then again, every day has been interesting, especially with the questions. When people ask a question, you find out that you find yourself in there somehow.
That you're not the only one going through it. And I think that is one of the good things to discover when you are part of a community, that your experience is not unique. That the guy you are relating to is not a freak. He's normal. The lady you are relating to is not difficult. It's not impossible. She's just being a woman. And that is what I hope this community does. Ekuya, what kind of woman have you become?
Uncle, I'm a work in progress.
Okay,
yes.
we all are.
Yes, and I'm seeing that I have stopped talking a lot.
Okay.
Right now, I don't care. If you like, do what you want to do.
Okay.
If you like, come. We are just there. We are hoping for the future till Christ comes.
All right. For coming on this program, when you guys are ready, I will be your counselor to help you before you get married. So that is an offer. Yeah, and Kudi too, and for Kudi, and it goes for Kudi as well. Abiziga, I will not have a choice, but we'll see. I'd like to thank the two of you very, very much for coming, and especially Ekuya for participating and making our platform so interesting. And I pray that it works well with that wonderful young man. Love him, why? You love him. Love him.
Just as simple as that.
Yeah, just love him. All right, so thank you very much. We'll take a little break so I can bring in two more people. And these two who are coming, they are the hard type, you know. They are less brain people, and but you enjoy them. So stick around.
I am That was not on the script.
Well, I am introducing you to two of my favorite young men who make me look very, very sophisticated. They make it look like I am very savvy in technology when really I do not know anything at all. To my immediate left is Kwesi Hayford. Kwesi Hayford has been my creative mind for a long time, and I am happy to have him on board. One of the most hardworking and sweetest people to work with. Next to him is his brother by another mother, Ephraim. Ephraim lightens wherever he goes, and that's what I like about him. He lightens wherever he enters. The place will just have to brighten, and he has an irresistible spirit, but he has a good heart. He's a wonderful young man. The two of them I have brought on just because I want to celebrate them. So, Ephraim and Kwesi, you are welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you. How does it feel to be on camera instead of hiding behind your machines?
For us, we always want to be behind the scenes. So when we come, it's a bit under pressure.
We'll take, if there are any comments, I understand a lot of comments are coming. Let me hear some of the comments.
Okay. Okay, so Emanuela Osai says 99% commitment and 1% love is my favorite soup. Seems crazy, but I think of it and I know it's true. Ofoli Amegavi says, oh, no, sorry, that was personal comment. Okay, NEC Agozi says, for me, all the alphabets have been a great blessing. God bless you greatly.
Tilly says, oh, so this is the face behind this voice. Nice seeing you. I'm popular.
Abigail Usua says, great program. Enjoyed the journey with you, Uncle.
Thank you. Thank you, Abigail.
Frederick says, too many voices in the ears of our loved ones from the opposite sex due to social media and it's making commitment in relationship difficult.
Yeah.
Frederick says, commitment is becoming difficult due to social media. Ajay says, Uncle, mine is still the same. We are still not communicating properly. When I ask if we are okay, she says yes. But it's been 3 months now. You said last week that I should keep trying. How long?
Well, until you see a change, don't give up. Don't give up. 3 months is not too long. So keep knocking at the door. It will break down. All right. So let me come to the two wonderful young men with me. Let me begin with you, Ephraim. What has the journey been like for you?
Anka, I want to answer the first question you asked about we being on camera, and you can see that I'm not comfortable at all.
Yeah. Okay. Protest noted.
Though I'll force you to be on camera.
Yes.
But we want to be behind the scenes.
I know. So, I know.
But the journey.
That's why I appreciate the fact that you've come.
It's not easy. The journey has been very wonderful, very, very wonderful. And for me, I always have to go and do re-explanation back at home.
Okay.
When we are done, most of the time, either my wife watches maybe during the lunch break. If she's not able to watch, then when I get home, we have to watch it together.
Yes.
Then the thing I produce the thing now, I have to re-watch again. Then I'll be asking questions.
Yes.
As if I'm in Uncle's head, but I'm not there. But the wonderful thing has been is just that some of the things now we use Uncle said it too. That's a favorite word.
Okay.
If you are doing something which is off the thing, Uncle said it too, or I'll tell Uncle, then you know that quickly you have to come back to position.
That's
right. That disaster will happen. And the other thing is just that because I've been part of this, I have a certain I don't know whether to call it reputation or certain image to carry.
Yeah.
Because you can't be with Uncle Ebo and go wrong. Then my friends that know that I'm working with you, I do the production with you. If something should happen to my marriage, then they will be wondering, so after all this advice, so that one alone consciously keeps me on track. That you have somebody watching. So if you want to do foolish, be careful, or don't try doing that at all. So it has been that. Then also, I think a lot of the alphabet, especially normally, I don't focus too much on the aspect that have to do with the ladies. I want to look at the men.
All right.
What
your side?
My side, and check whether I'm doing some. I think probably I'm doing, if I should call myself, I'm doing about 52 to 50%.
Okay.
It's not. I'm trying to improve, but we're on it.
But if you think that being close to Uncle Bo is pressure, then just think what being Uncle Bo is. Now there are certain things I can't do. I was sharing a few things with my people. You know, when you are traveling in Ghana, there isn't places where you can stop and pee. But I can do it because I try to do it in some place, God-forsaken place, and a speeding oven passing, somebody shouted, "Hey, Uncle Bo, hey, that's Uncle Bo," and pointed to everybody. Hey, that's him, that's Uncle Bo standing there in this thing. And so don't worry. Whatever pressure you feel, trust me, I feel 100% of that. But Kosi, what about you?
For me, the journey has been wonderful. The words that kept me moving, and I think those words sums up almost all of them, especially the letter E.
Yes.
Because with E you have emotions, you have expectations. Then you have experience. Then you have exclusiveness. Then for exclusiveness, for me, like this, it's also dovetails into the part that says that a man must be alone for some time. Like wives should give their husbands the space. And my wife is a crazy wife. Is a typical Nigerian in Ghana, so it has to be all and all to make sure that I'm okay. Other than that, you always think that somebody will take me out from her hand, so she has to do the extra. So I also have to double up to be the extra.
That's right.
Yes. So, but the expectations, you know, she is the kind, she will want to sit me down and listen with you on food for thought. So she get the radio ready for that. But there are days that the emotions and tempers have gone high. But anytime when I get home, you told us a story about a man before he enters home, he will hit the wall and leave everything.
Yes, and said I'm leaving it all here.
I spoke to her about it. So anytime I get home, before I open the door, I do that before I get in. And because of that, this morning I was talking to her. I said, "Hey, so me and you, Pa, we have a baby girl together." I said, "Yeah," because we did. That is kind of some jokes and stuff that we create around us. Yeah.
Well, Ephraim, what kind of man have you become through this?
I think I've been more rooted, then giving more attention.
Okay.
And I think if my wife is watching, which I know you watch right now, today when I'm going to tend to.
Tina, good afternoon. Next time we do a review, Tina, you'll be here. You'll be here with us.
I'll take the attention because of the sort of job that I do.
Okay.
I'm always on the move, so I hardly get time. To do all that things. So what I've done is just that due to the series and since we started ENCORE, a lot of things have changed because I decided to make sure that I reserve some part of my leave, especially for her. So there are programs that maybe, I think for example, CTFM organized the Heritage Caravan. I took a leave against the wishes of all my people to go because by then we're having serious things at the office. I said it's my leave day. I went, we spent 7 days together. We came back, we went to Akosobo for another 3 days. And once a while, I'll be there. Then maybe there's a program going on, I'll surprisingly take her out.
Okay.
So I think now the attention is being there because I try that when I get the opportunity, I utilize it to the fullest.
Yeah.
Because I'm always on the go.
That's right.
So that's one major thing.
Great. Chrissy?
Well, for me, I told my wife that, well, because of certain things that has happened between us, I told her, just after this baby, you are free to do whatever you want to do. If you want to go to school, if you want to get a career, whatever. So I gave her the space to, and now she is bringing herself. She's a therapist, a massage therapist, and now she is bringing back her stuff, taking orders in therapy. So massage. I think that, unfortunately, she can't massage me.
Why?
Because when she massages me, she tickles me.
In fact, after this one, I'll have my voice to Esther because as I'm going to introduce, we are brothers from a different mother, so they're listening. They will call you frame. Come and talk to your brother. And funny enough, the last time they call each other, Tina called a wife, and they all complain about the same thing. For 3 days, they have not sat in the house because you're on the go. And they told me, I went for massage at the wife's place. They say, my husband cannot stand what you are standing. You run away.
No, Kwesi, is it that it tickles or that it awakens certain things?
I just don't know.
Okay.
It's a mixture.
Oh my goodness. Certain images are passing through my mind. But the devil is a liar.
Charlie, get to know one too.
All right, I'd like to thank you, Ephraim. I'd like to thank you, Chrissy. I'm very proud of the two of you, and I appreciate all the sacrifice you put in, all the hard work you put in to make me look good and to make this platform look good. So thank you very much. So
thank you.
Please, that is Ephraim and that is Chrissy. We'll take a short break, and when we do come back, I'm going to bring Kwamina Abuaje onto the stool. And I'm saying it in advance because if I don't do it, he will vanish. I want him to know that I am serious when I say that I'm going to bring him. Kwesi, what you saw flash before you is the head of Kwesi. So we'll take a short break now, and then when we come back, the Honorable Kwamina Abuaje himself will be in the seat. So,
honey, I have laid the bed. Baby, tomorrow I have a meeting. I have a business meeting tomorrow.
Sir? Oh, sweetheart. Here, take this.
Get the best-selling novels, The Deal, and Perfect Couple by Uncle White at 40 Ghana cedis each. Available at all Shell shops, selected bookshops, and total filling stations. For inquiries, call 050.
Staying on, you may be wondering why I'm bringing a lot of my team people on camera. I'll tell you why. You should test everything, the use of everything, by how much those who are closest to it are blessed by it. I say that if you want to see whether a pastor is good or not, always look at the reaction of his wife when he's preaching. Then you know what kind of preacher he is and what kind of pastor he is. So it is good for you to see the team that I work with, incredible team, hard-working team, and to understand that they are not just doing production. What we're sharing, what we put together is blessing them also and impacting them as well. And I am so grateful for that. I'm happy about that. But there's one other person that I owe so much to. For 10 years, this man has been serving me selflessly. He is the one who records all my live shows. He records almost every presentation I make. He humbles me with his humility, with his desire to just serve. But what we celebrate him for here, it's not his hard work, which cannot be matched. It's his wit and sense of humor. They call him 1 million eyeballs. And so please let me introduce you to Mr. Honorable Kwamina Awaje.
MP for ENCORE Affairs.
Well, Kwamina, thank you very much. I appreciate you very much.
Thank you.
You make my life easy, and I am grateful. Well, Kwamina, so we're going over the journey, the ABCs of love. What has it been like for you?
Uncle, it's been loaded. July marks our 23 years of marriage.
Okay.
And if I look back at 22 years plus, every time trying to make the house more interesting, more creative, more fun. And sometimes you wonder, what can you do next to make the house a bit more interesting? So as I listen to this, I also realize that, I'm also a lecturer at NAFTU, so I match scripts.
Yeah.
So as I listen to this, I realize that, I'm in a pass mark. I'm between 87, 95. Because I realize that what you talk about are things that I practice.
That's right, yeah.
And I also get to practice them because of the nature of my work. Like, I tell people that I go and film engagements, I go and film weddings. And sometimes you get a lot of advice when you go to engagements, when the old ladies are
talking and advising the couple.
So every time you come back home with some rich information that probably your wife doesn't have, but you have. And it's varied. You go to a wedding, you go to all sorts of events, plus ENCORE, and you get all this information, realize that, okay, you can make it better, but at least you are still trying. And I've also realized that, look, marriage is like a football match where you have an opposing team. The opposing team might come with a formation of 3-3-4 or 2-2 something. So as soon as they change their style, you also need to change your style. So you don't keep the same formation all the time. Even sometimes you have to probably let the coach come in and drop the goalkeeper or something. Just to make sure that the match is going on well. I think that, and I don't know when, like I've said, when the Lord will separate us. But if you have to live in this for 50 years, that means for the next 27 years, you still have to make the house fun. Interesting, and you always have to surprise people.
Well, that's the man we call Opele, a fantastic man. But the ABCs, which one did you pick as your favorite?
Uncle, I got lost track of the word, but of the letter. But there was one time you talked about, I think, surprises, and I think I shared it when I had to surprise my wife on her birthday.
On her birthday,
yes. And I thought, okay, so that was one emotional moment. But another word I think I also liked was kiss.
Yeah. Kindness is seriously
sexy, and it's deep.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, Kwamina, thank you very much. I'm not surprised that you score 80 plus because of who you are. You are an incredible young man, and I am just privileged to know you, and I celebrate you.
Thank you.
All right.
Obi Maki wa say wa Maki.
What's it?
Obi Maki wa say wa o Maki.
No, you are like.
But God has been good to us.
No, if you are a lecturer in a school that does not have a PhD and you want to do PhD, you have to market yourself. There will be nobody to mark you. All right, so thank you very much.
Thanks for that.
We'll take a very short break, and then when we come back, I'll take your questions. So Kwamina can get off, and then let's go. Hello, they call me WHYTE. I am the CEO and artistic director of Production. I've kept certain people off. There is Ken Saki, who we suspect. We are still investigating it. He didn't want his girlfriend to be watching because it was going against him. So he told the girlfriend that we have changed the time of the program and the day. But we're investigating. Like I said, it's alleged. We don't know whether it is true or not. And then there's Kanasin, one of the wonderful guys in the team. And then there's the almighty Kweku Asiedu, who we are not sure. No, Kweku Asiedu is the one who carries the weight of this platform, and I'm grateful to all the members of my team. Well, I understand there are questions, so Kapitein are busy. Let's have the questions.
Okay, so a lot of comments and feedback as well. Tricia says, all the alphabets were a blessing, but I love 90% commitment and 1% love.
Okay.
And as well, I love SWAT and ZIP.
That's right.
Mamiana says, great program, and the impact on my marriage has been tremendous. Thanks so much, Uncle.
You're welcome.
Okay, on WhatsApp, somebody from the US, she says, I've learned a lot from the beginning to now, Uncle. The program has been my apple towards preparing for marriage, and I always recommend it to my friends over here in the US. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okia says, the episode you stated, feeling lonely sometimes is okay in relationships and marriage, freed me. I thought that would end after my marriage.
Okay. No, it won't. That marriage won't end loneliness. That's why you've got to learn to deal with it before you get there.
So one of our special guests today, Aramide, says, Uncle, what's the number one advice you would give to new couples who are planning on getting married?
Then they are not new couples. Enjoy it. Enjoy the journey. Enjoy the journey. Don't come with too many expectations. Just enjoy the journey and get to know each other, and it will be fun.
Jonathan Tasari says, I am a better wife now by listening and practicing what Uncle shares with us. I have minimized the talking, complaining, and giving him the space he needs.
Okay.
Thank you, Uncle Ebo. God bless you.
I know it's not been easy for you giving him that space and not talking, but so I appreciate very much what you are doing, the effort you're putting in. Oh, by the way, there's a member of my team who is on a journey. He's on an assignment, a domestic assignment, a family assignment to the Brona region, and that is Isaac Buama.
He made it.
Buama made it.
So, Buama, wherever you are, you are valued on this platform.
Tabitha Soa says, Uncle Ebo, God bless you. In fact, all the alphabets have been very helpful. I like the O, L, that is love language and libido.
Yeah.
Okay. KZ. I can't wait for the book on this.
All right.
More grace, Papa.
Okay. Thank you.
Esimu goes, I am becoming a better wife for Uncle. Kudos.
I'm happy to hear that. I'm happy to hear that.
Hey, Uncle, we have a lot of comments in regards to some people stickling.
Okay.
It's like every Kwesi, they are supporting you.
No, they are supporting Kwesi on what?
Oh, they are wishing him well.
No, they love how Kwesi speaks.
Oh, they're speaking there.
Yes, they love how Kwesi speaks.
No, Kwesi has a sexy voice. He has a very sexy voice.
That's why his wife is fighting.
All right, please let's go.
Oben said, I've been so blessed by ENCORE. I can't wait to be a husband and apply them all.
Wait, is it not the same Obed we're expecting here?
Yes.
Oh. And then he developed running stomach. Obed, you lie, but we'll get you on this about these days.
Ofoli says, Uncle, please, when are we getting a new book?
Very soon.
Sorry. Okay.
Let's keep it flowing, please.
Uncle, we have a question.
Yes.
What is the difference between dating and courting?
I understand this issue became a big issue last week. The differences between dating and courting. So I'm going to make you a commitment. now that we are done with the series, I'm going to pick some of the issues that came up very regularly. Dating and courting will be one of them. What to do with your ex is a big one. And then the in-laws, Kabute's favorite, we'll deal with it. So I may start with dating and courting next week. So let's do this. Okay.
Betty says, Uncle, is having a crush on a lady the same as falling in love? I heard it takes 4 minutes to fall in love.
When they sent that memo out, they didn't give me some. So I don't know. 4 minutes to fall in love, really? I don't know about that. If it takes you 4 minutes to fall in love, trust me, it will take you 2.5 minutes to fall out of love. Love is a decision. Let's not jump to it quickly.
Anzim Uzamanga, our own Anzim from Bond, says, God bless you and your team for impacting knowledge.
Oh, my brother, it was wonderful spending time with you. You're a wonderful young man.
So, someone is asking, Uncle, when a girl you are dating tells you out of anger, I regret not moving on from this stupid relationship. Is it anger talking, or she's really regretting somewhere deep within her?
Oh my goodness.
It was translation.
Is she still in a relationship? For me, some of these things, it's like your wife saying you are a stupid man and still coming to sleep in your bed. Like I've always said, the wife of a stupid man is more stupid than the man himself. So give her the benefit of the doubt. Let her subsequent actions after saying that tell you what she actually meant. And then try and address the issue. Why did she say that? Help her work through it together.
Uncle Isaac Buama, our own Buama, made it.
Yes.
He said, Medasawaho, Uncle, I have locked myself in a room to watch.
Hey, Isaac, which room?
Akushika says, Uncle, God bless you. You have been an awesome blessing to the world.
Thank you.
Frederick is asking, Uncle, please, anytime I start talking to my partner, she doesn't let me finish, then she starts to talk. I have told her I don't like it, but it seems that she is not ready to stop. What should I do?
Have you watched 2 women chatting, or 4 women or 5 women chatting? They are all talking at the same time, but they hear what each other is saying. So for her, it is very normal. So you continue talking. She will hear what you are saying. You may not hear what she is saying, but she will hear what you are saying.
Niayi Goodsman says, Uncle, this is my very first time and I am enjoying your program.
Niayi, you are welcome on board. Join us every Friday, 12:30 to 1:30. All right. I'd like to thank everyone who came on camera, members of my own team. Some of them came on the severe protest. It is only that they can't say no to Uncle Bo, otherwise they would not have been here. Among them is the General Secretary of the Anti-Camera Association, Ephraim. But he broke the jinx and came. I'm grateful to every one of them. As you can see, I love my team, I'm proud of them, and I celebrate them. But nothing compares with you, who also spends your data and your time to join us and create this community that is going on. A lot of you are beginning to build network just on this platform. And for me, that is exciting, and that is wonderful. I'm looking forward to the day when we'll be able to plan an event that everybody who can afford it can come there, and we can introduce ourselves to each other and know ourselves. That will come. We'll let you know the details soon. But for now, please be reminded that my next play is Special Delivery, and it comes on 31st of March at the National Theatre. And all those who were my guests today, who are not part of the team, so are going to have tickets for themselves and their partners. So Kudi is going to get.
Oh, Uncle, I'll be part of your team soon.
Okay, so Kudi is going to get 2 tickets. If she wants 3, she will have to explain. And Akia would also get 2 tickets. I'm sure she wouldn't want to get 3 because she wouldn't want to answer the questions that I made through at her. But for Akia, I would also make a concession for her parents, so she can also come with the parents as well. So thank you very much, and thank you for staying with us. Stay blessed. Next week, Friday, we are going to do dating and courtship and what the difference is, and I'll see how much controversy we can create and what kind of conversation we can keep going. So keep the conversation going. Stay blessed and have a wonderful, wonderful week.
I am the CEO of Woman Productions, but I'm also very much committed to helping